And we got bigger news also that has just popped up on our scoring screen that, as you said, with the new rule in effect, Jesse, there has been a interference on Sawyer Lindblad. Now, this, I believe, should be a paddling interference, not a priority interference.
That would be a good question. I am not sure on that one to answer you, Kaipo. I'm sorry, but it rarely ever happens, this situation. She's even baffled. She might not even know that that's a thing, you know? Look, she's looking at, and she was like, I didn't paddle for anyone's waves. I didn't drop in on anyone. How did I get an interference? So she's very young. She probably didn't even know what happened back in the day with Zeke and Jack Robinson, and doesn't know about this interference.
So that rule has been a new rule, fluid. So that I have confirmation from the judging tower that that is a paddling interference. Now, the difference between a paddling interference and a priority interference is priority interference, you get the whole wave score taken away. In a paddling interference, you get your second wave score cut in half. So it's not as severe of a penalty for Sawyer Lindblad, but it is a penalty.
Totally. And that's all because of her choice right there on the paddle. She was in control of her destiny, let's put it this way. She could have chose either way, and unfortunately for her, she ended up miscalculating a little bit and was in front of Gabby. And yeah, let's see how it rolls out, though, because today is a very tricky day, and we've seen a lot of second places making the heats with low scoring heat total. So she's still in the game. Like, Sophie only has a 0.2 right now, and the door is wide open.
Yeah, so so thanks for explaining the rule. Paddling interference on Sawyer Lindblad. But with Sophie McCulloch, just with small numbers, Jesse, like you said, this heat really it's a battle for second place. That's the easiest way to put a synopsis on the situation at 19 minutes right now. Gabriella Bryant, she just needs to stay out of trouble. She's got a 9-point ride. If she backs it up even with a 4 or something, she's looking good. It's going to be really the play between Sawyer Lindblad and Sophie McCulloch.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think she doesn't need much anymore. She just needs to, like you mentioned, stay away, play safe, get a backup as fast as you can, and then build on it. The gap is very big right there right now, in between first, second, and third. So Gabby's sitting in a very good spot, and well-deserved, because that second turn was beautiful.
And still you can see Sawyer wants an update really bad.
Yeah, and the problem when those situations happen, and you're that young as Sawyer is just fresh off the Key West, and even on the Key West, she doesn't even have that many years of experience, you know? Like, sometimes it can get in your head, those situations, so you really have to try and blank everything out, breathe, and reset, because she's totally capable of making this heat still. There's just a lot of time left on the clock, and Sophie did not capitalize that much on her last wave. It was only a 2.83, so she needs to let what's fast behind her and just focus on riding a good next wave. That's all she needs to do.
Yeah, and I guess the point you're making is that Sawyer Lindblad, she's just 18 years old, and you, as a former competitor, you know that feeling right there, but you don't want to get emotionally involved in it right now. You just turn to surfing. Not anything else that's happening around you. Just ride waves is the best thing that she could possibly do right now.
Totally, Kaipo. And that's hard enough when things are going your way. So when something crazy like that happens, it's easy to get lost. Mostly out at Sunset, which it's very tricky always. Like, the playing field is very big. But she really needs to reset right now and just remember she's not needing a huge score. She only needs a 2.85 to actually make the heat.
Oh my goodness, we're going to go for a quick hit right now from Travis Logie explaining the interference. Explain it, please.
Yes, absolutely, Kaipo. So Travis, walk us through the interference call on Sawyer Lindblad.
Yeah, so it definitely affected Gabriella's scoring potential on that wave, probably the best wave of the heat. Sawyer got ridden away. All five judges called it unanimously interference on Sawyer. They didn't believe it was intentional, otherwise it would be a harsher punishment. So only half the second scoring ride gone.
All right, there you have it, Kaipo. Back to you.
Thank you. Yeah, paddling interference is half of the score versus